Table talk. What am I doing? Oh, there's snow behind me. That's what I'm doing. Anyways, welcome back. I have a little snippet. It's not too much. This one can be a little less long-winded. However, I'm gonna be talking about it a little bit. Okay. So today I was reading my little numbers situation once again because I'm reading through numbers, and this is taking place after the Israelites take on the Midianites. This is happening. There's this whole situation with the talking donkey. I don't remember if I talked about the talking donkey, but it's wild. I think I did. So that king, right? The king of the Midianites was scared, and so he sent all the women and prostitute themselves and stuff. Anyways, we have this situation, right? And so the thing that I'm going to be talking about is in the when the Israelites are plundering, because right, because God's like take them all, take out all the men, take out all the women who slept and tricked the Israelite men, because the Israelite men are already dead. So we gotta take out all the women who slept with them because they're also guilty. Because they're gonna try to sleep with all you who are still alive. So we gotta take them down. Um, and so after that, though, we're talking about the plunder. We're talking about the stuff. So the Israelites are allowed to keep the land. Um, they're allowed to take the cattle and all that stuff, and they're also allowed to take all the silver and gold, right? And so the piece that's important, the piece that was a boom, was God talking about the fact that things had to be purified, right? We talked about the Jewish faith and the fact that things were unclean, right? So we had clean and unclean stuff, and so to purify, things had to be purified, right? Everything that evil touches goes onto evil. We learn this throughout the entirety of a lot of the Pentateuch, is the fact that like anything, if you are unclean and you touch something, that thing becomes unclean. That thing becomes contaminated, basically. Evil passes on. Evil produces more evil. So it has to be clean. We have to cleanse it. And so here's the interesting part. So when this is introduced, there's cleansing through what? God tells Moses that things are to be cleansed by fire, right? Fire, extremely hot, it cleans things the best, right? All, even wounds clean best when they're burned, when all heat, fire just destroys all possible evil that's forming germs and stuff, right? Heat does. That's why you wash things in hot water. But if things can't be burned, they can be cleansed in water. So he's talking about like basically items, right? So if let's say you have something really delicate, like a piece of glass, right? You're not going to put glass in a fire; it's going to melt, right? You're not going to put a painting or a drawing or a book in fire, no, because it's going to burn it. It's going to be gone. But what you can do is you can clean it with water, right? Something you can put glass in water and it'll be cleaned. And so that is the thing that I want to talk about. Being cleansed, you have to first things had to be cleansed with water if they're not ready to be cleansed with fire. Let's take a look into the New Testament. We talk about baptism. You have to be cleansed with water first if you can't be cleansed with fire, right? We talk about the Holy Spirit and the fact that the Holy Spirit, when it comes on Pentecost, right, in the form of fire. And that's why Jesus, when he comes out of the water, it's a dove. The Holy Spirit comes as a dove because he doesn't need to be refined by fire. And all throughout the New Testament, it's constantly like, be refined by fire. Be refined by these terrible things that are happening. You have to be cleansed. Those things have to be burned out of you. It's not enough to just like kind of have like, it's not enough to just like slowly, put it away, slowly like rub it off. It's like it has to be burned. It has to be gone. The energy, this evil has to be expelled, basically. So the Holy Spirit comes by fire. But what had to happen first? Cleansing by the Spirit, by the waters, right? The waters, the baptism. You have to be made new. Renew your mind. That baptism of the Holy Spirit first comes in form, right? We talk about the fact that baptism, the baptism of Jesus, had to come first. The performing in water, the cleansing by water. You can handle water. Water is cool. It's nice. It's not going to hurt you at first. First, you enter in and then you come out. You've been washed first, right? What you've done has been washed. We have basically, the preparation is being made first, and then you can start the nitty gritty, burning out all the imperfections. We can burn out the imperfections after, but we first got to get rid of that first level of grime, right? We're not going to be able to get to. It's like cooking a chicken, right? You don't just kill a chicken and then put it on the stove and call it good, right? You have to pluck it. You have to clean it. You got to wash off. You got to make sure the meat is separate from all the intestines, all the dirty, yucky stuff. It got to get washed off. It has to get cleaned. And then after that, it can get refined. And so that was just the connection that I was making. I was like, oh my goodness. He's talking about this is just an homage to something that happens later, right? And so that's super cool. That's just super cool. And yeah, that's what I have for today. That was just a super cool thing that I noticed. Hope you have a good day. And I hope my day keeps going on the up and up. So, started off a little rocky. We're going to keep on going. So, have a lovely day.